So throughout the Star Wars franchise, we've seen the legendary clone army of the Galactic Republic fight in countless battles, with certain clones earning highly prestigious titles and medals for their brave actions. One of the rarest honors that a clone could receive was the J-Guys, also known as Shriek Hawkeyes, a marker on one's armor distinguishing them for a severely brave act during their active service. And as far as we know, it was only ever given to less than 10 people in both canon and legends. In this video, I'm going to go through them all and breaking down how they all received them. So be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons for more awesome Star Wars content, and let's get right into it. So first, let's get an overview on what exactly J-Guys are and their origins, because many fans actually have no idea what they are. Shriekhawks, native to Mandalore in the Outer Rim, were nocturnal avian predators known for their extremely sharp talons, ear-piercing cries, and highly aggressive hunting tactics, leading them to almost always capture and kill their prey. Infamous and revered in Mandalorian culture since the ancient times, they were called Jay-Galar in Mando'a, which is the Mandalorian language, and that translates to their basic name of Shriekhawks. Galactic Basic is of course the equivalent of English. Their image inspired Clan Vizsla's sigil, which was later further adopted by the Death Watch splinter group who rebelled against Duchess Satine's rule over Mandalore. The Shriek Hawkeyes became a Mandalorian honor for bravery as the warriors faced many harsh battles, influencing the Galactic Republic's clone troopers, who also adopted the symbol. One clone trooper in Legends, CT-55/11-9009, even took the name Jai-Galar or Jag for short out of respect for the creatures from his culture's native lands. So who exactly received these legendary marks, and what courageous actions led them to being awarded? Starting off, we have Fordo. ARC-77, also known as Captain Fordo, was an elite and highly skilled advanced recon commando who served faithfully from the dawn of the Clone Wars right up until its end. During the early stages of the war, Fordo led a highly specialized unit called the Munilints 10 on a critical mission to capture Sand Hill, the leader of the intergalactic banking clan on the planet Munilist. The mission was a success, but Fordo and his men faced a brutal encounter with the Gendai warrior Dirge, who was ultimately defeated with the aid of Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Following this great victory, Fordo was assigned to a high-stakes rescue mission on the planet Hypori, where Jedi survivors were trapped by Separatist forces under the command of the dreaded General Grievous, who had been unleashing a brutal assault during the mission on Munilist. Fordo and a team of 10 ARC lieutenants were dispatched to Hypori to rescue the group as their position had been completely ambushed and surrounded by General Grievous and battalions of his droid army. The Jedi, including Ki-Adi-Mundi, Aayla Secura, and Shaak Ti, were hiding in the wreckage of a downed Acclamator-class assault ship, outnumbered and outgunned on all fronts. Arriving in a heavily armed gunship, Fordo and his team approached the droid perimeter undetected. Using their renowned tactical skill, they deployed a remote bomb system to disrupt the enemy forces, undiscovered, and create a cleared pathway to crashed ships. As they entered the wreckage, Fordo detected life signs and ordered his men to fan out. They soon encountered a harrowing scene. Ki-Adi-Mundi, severely wounded, was locked in a lightsaber duel with General Grievous. The cyborg general was a whirlwind of destruction and terror, deflecting blaster fire and cutting down ARC troopers with terrifying speed, one dropping after another. Fordo quickly adapted, calling in his gunship for heavy fire support. The vessel's weapons forced Grievous to retreat temporarily, buying the team enough time to locate and secure the other Jedi survivors for extraction. Despite Ki-Adi-Mundi's insistence on pursuing Grievous, attempting to end the threat once and for all, Fordo prioritized the evacuation, knowing the survivors were in no condition to continue the fight and that the droids could descend upon the team at any moment. As they boarded the gunship, Fordo activated the remaining remote bombs, obliterating a large portion of the droid forces and clearing their escape route. The rescued Jedi, though critically injured, were safely transported to Coruscant, where they eventually made full recoveries. Fordo's leadership and bravery during the mission, including his decision to ignore Ki-Adi-Mundi's desire to push towards danger, earned him the Chancellor's Service Medal, but in a gesture of humility and respect, he declined the honor, requesting that it be awarded posthumously to one of his men who had fallen during the Battle of Munilist, leading up to the rescue mission. Following this, he was recognized for his bravery by veteran clones who had strong Mandalorian ties through their training, and was given the honor of wearing the J-Guys on his helmet because of these brave acts and his selfless actions after declining the reward. The severity of this mission and the showcase of bravery highlights the immense respect and quality of service needed to receive the J-Guys mark, even as an elite clone trooper. After that is Blackout. A Special Ops clone commander, Blackout was part of the Grand Army and earned his way up the ranks in the early phases of the Clone Wars. He was trained to be a skilled and disciplined soldier, specializing in tactical espionage. His leadership and tactical brilliance were already known before the Battle of Christophsis, as evidenced by him having been awarded the J-Guys before the Clone Wars had its most significant and largest battles. Although we don't know exactly why he was awarded the J-Guys, he likely earned them in a prior mission that showcased his courage, adaptability, and unwavering dedication to his team qualities that once again would come to the forefront during the Battle of Christophsis. During the battle, Blackout was assigned to lead the crew of experimental IPV-2C stealth corvette under the command of Jedi General Anakin Skywalker and Admiral Wolf Yularen. Their mission was critical, requiring them to sneak past a heavily fortified Separatist blockade led by the terrifying and brutal Admiral Trench. He was the Separatist leader who pretty much was believed to be dead every single time that he came into a battle, but once again he was found to have survived. The blockade was nearly impenetrable and Trench's tactics were notoriously ruthless, making the mission a high-stakes gamble. Blackout's role as a commander of the stealth corvette's crew was pivotal once Anakin decided to engage Trench in a game of cat and mouse using their ship's stealth cloaking, and when Trench deployed the tracking torpedoes designed to lock onto the corvette's magnetic signature, Blackout's quick thinking and expertise were crucial. He managed all of the ship's systems, coordinated his Jedi General, and ensured that the crew remained focused under intense pressure from the threat of death. His calm leadership and ability to adapt to the rapidly changing battlefield were instrumental in outmaneuvering Trench. Throughout the mission, Blackout demonstrated exceptional bravery, tactical brilliance, and dedication to his team. He took the rookie trooper Spark under his wing, guiding him through the chaos of Anakin's pretty chaotic command, and ensuring that he performed his duties effectively. It's likely that a similar experience to this one, maybe an earlier mission where his quick thinking and bravery turned the tide of a battle and led him to saving the day, had earned him the honor of wearing the J-Guise. After that, we have Boba Fett, the original cancelled design. Few fans know that Boba Fett's original planned appearance for The Empire Strikes Back contained the origins of the J-Guise. He had them on his helmet just like Fordo and Rex, meaning their style of wearing it was based off of unused Boba Fett armor, making for very wholesome passing down of the J-Guise if you really think about it, from the OT into the prequels, basically into the Clone Wars. Boba, if he had this armor, possibly could have gotten it from some kind of defense of Mandalore, because he wasn't a Mandalorian, although that's very hotly contested with the Clone Wars, and then we have the Mando contradicting that. The story is not straight, and you can make your own decision on that. But he would have had to do something truly crazy in order to receive it from a Mandalorian directly, as many of them didn't really consider him a Mandalorian. Some speculate his father would have had them on his armor, and Boba just repainted them after customizing the armor, but there's no real way to tell since it never really became a reality. After that is Fen Shysa. Fen Shysa was a legendary Mandalorian warrior and leader born on Mandalore in the years before the Clone Wars. He rose to prominence as a member of the Mandalorian Protectors under Spar, Mandalore the Resurrector, fighting for the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars after its initial outbreak. After a devastating battle on Norval II, Shysa, along with his close friend Toby Darla and Spar, were among the few survivors. Following the war, due to the immense respect that he had earned through his battles, Shysa became Mandalore, the leader of the Mandalorian clans, and led a guerrilla resistance against the Galactic Empire's occupation of Mandalore following their rise to power. After years of struggle, the Mandalorians triumphed when Darla sacrificed himself to eliminate the Imperial commander, the Suprema. Shysa continued to fight the Empire, reforming the Mandalorian Protectors and aiding the Alliance of Free Planets during the Nagai Toth War. His units played a key role in the Second Battle of Endor, repelling Nagai forces led by Lady Lumia. After the war, Shysa helped to liberate the Nagai homeworld from the Toth. Shysa was known and respected for his honor, loyalty, and compassion, being deeply devoted to his comrades, and his helmet bore the distinctive J-Guise, a mark of his valor and skill, though he later adopted a more plain helmet. Following that, we have Kanan Jarrus. Kanan Jarrus, a Jedi Knight and a symbol of resilience in the early reign of the Empire, earned the right to wear the J-Guise on his mask after losing his sight in a harrowing battle against Maul on Malachor, at an ancient Sith temple. Even in the face of blindness, he continued to fight nobly against evils he had never encountered before, embodying the spirit of a true Jedi. The J-Guise also symbolized Kanan's role as a mentor and protector. He took Ezra Bridger under his wing, training him in the ways of the Force, and instilling him in the values of hope and resistance. Kanan's leadership and selflessness reached their peak when he sacrificed himself to save his friends and ensure Ezra's survival. This act of ultimate bravery not only demonstrated his unwavering dedication to the fight against the Empire, but also solidified his legacy as a critical figure in the rebellion's eventual success. Although we don't know exactly how Kanan received these, there are two main possibilities. One is that he got them from Rex, who, having the eyes himself, could have honored Kanan with them after his brave battle against Maul. Alternatively, it's very possible that Sabine, a Mandalorian herself, could have gifted them to him as a token for her immense respect from her culture, not only for his facing off against the countless evil foes, but also partially for raising her and providing her with a life outside of her hardships. So that is every single clone trooper who has the J-Guise, as well as two honorary recipients, one being a Jedi and the other a full-blooded Mandalorian. This is some super obscure lore, so if you found the video informative, please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe for more awesome Star Wars content, and drop a thank Mr. Rex in the comments down below if you made it this far. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.